There is growing opposition to a proposed oil pipeline expansion. First, it was the Lower Mainland mayors who banded together, and now Victoria's mayor is joining in. Kinder Morgan is planning to twin its Trans Mountain line, more than doubling the amount of oil shipped along our coast. As Kylie Stanton explains, the proposal is fueling one of BC's most contentious debates.
A single tanker travels off the southern coast of Vancouver Island, one of roughly 5 each month moving oil overseas. But traffic could soon be picking up.
With this expansion, we would be looking at increasing from anywhere from 25 to 30 tankers a month.
Kinder Morgan is looking at a $5 billion expansion to its Trans Mountain pipeline, currently moving crude oil, semi and refined products from the Edmonton terminal across provincial lines to the Westridge port here in Burnaby. Right now, 300,000 barrels a day are being transported, but the plan is to twin the line and more than double that capacity, producing up to 850,000 barrels, a goal backed by the market.
We had overwhelming support from our customers to look at increasing the size of the pipe and the product that we can deliver.
The market support is there, but some BC mayors aren't convinced.
All of the benefit is going to Alberta, and all the risk is coming to BC.
That risk, a potential oil spill, what would likely result in an economic and environmental catastrophe. In 2007, the same Kinder Morgan pipeline ruptured in a Burnaby suburb, sending oil raining onto homes and into Burrard Inlet. But environmentalists say that's just a hint of what could happen, what's fueling the already heated controversy.
We have a whole day of resistance to Enbridge.
On Sunday, roughly 1,000 people gathered at the legislature to rally against another project, the Northern Gateway Pipeline.
Enbridge pipeline is just the wrong way to go.
But the difference between that one and Kinder Morgan's proposal is population.
It is one that's going to come down and affect the most urban areas. And as such, we're going to have a lot more people that are going to want to have that say.
As for the provincial government, at this point, there's nothing to say.
We don't have an application to comment on, but I also don't want to prejudice any application either. So we'll just see what comes out of their process.
A response that comes as no surprise to the opposition.
They want to make as few comments as possible, and I think that's a huge concern. You know, the province of BC should be articulating what is British Columbia's interest.
It falls on Kinder Morgan and the National Energy Board to move the project forward through public hearings and consultation. It could take 5 years before traffic on these waters picks up.
So what do you think? We want to hear from you about the possibility of an increased oil tanker traffic along the coast of Vancouver Island. Our checkpoint question tonight, are you worried about an increase in tanker traffic?
Of course it's a concern because of all the wild, the sea and the fish and the whales and everything that is all of British Columbia, basically.
Absolutely. I think it's ridiculous that they would threaten our coast like that, and I think we should not have any sort of tankers off our coast.
Of course it wouldn't concern me. Oil is an important resource for this day and time. We don't have ourselves yet into nuclear power like we will eventually be.
I live in James Bay. I'm close to the harbor. And yeah, it does concern me. It's concerning. Unfortunately, I think we need it. The world runs on oil, and that's where all the money is right now. So good luck without it if you vote it down.
And here are some of your responses from social media. Kathleen comments, yes, very concerned. Any economic benefits will go to Alberta, while BC will get stuck with the disaster that will happen. Wayne writes, our interconnected world needs our oil and we need their products, and on and on. We just can't keep our heads in the sand. We just have to make sure there are safety systems in place. Michelle emails, my understanding is oil and water do not mix, so yes, I am concerned.